It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we've got the rocket-armed Will Levis. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 28-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Second down and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry for Rachaad White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. But you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give them...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Levis from the gun. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The numbers for White a week ago: 17 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken from just outside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Now Levis, and that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting himself, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Levis to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Eric Kendricks gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. On the return, Hardy. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Going with White here, toss left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
White. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Levis. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Levis sets up to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And Chubb will try the middle here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Levis looking to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
On for a field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it.
Now look out. Rodgers wants the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Heck of a move. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Levis.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Levis now off of play action. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
He missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. On play action, Rodgers.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. To throw is Rodgers.
Throw left side to Kincaid.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers again now.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Fights through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of
as he starts to close in now at 1,200 yards for the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, it's Levis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Levis back to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Levis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 19-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Justin Herbert, strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check in on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Brock Purdy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Kenny Pickett, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their 3rd win in an otherwise dismal campaign. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace and score it a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Open man is Duvernay. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Little bootleg here. Levis. High up there to grab it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete to T.J. Hawkinson.
Here's Levis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now third and goal.
Levis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it first and 10.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all.
Now a second and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Chiefs.
First down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Rodgers going to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is White on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the play over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Levis now on 1st and 10. He connects with Hyatt.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Levis to throw off play action. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
This 2nd and 4.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
They'll throw it again with Levis. Down inside the 10.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Levis sets up to throw here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 3rd and goal. Here's Levis.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And out come the Chiefs now.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and
8. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Gets the check down throw to White.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back.
And shutting him off now open field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
176 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Levis back to throw.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A give running right is Chubb. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
T.J. Hockenson,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Desperados are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Byron Young
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Wide open receiver complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first first down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 28. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Levis looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down 10 at the 24-yard line.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's in some pain out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give. This is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Levis. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but
so plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought
it.